Greetings, this video is about what happens when a Klansman meets a Koon. You're about to find out. Let's roll the clip.
Yeah, protesters clashing with members of the Ku Klux Klan today outside the courthouse. 4 men facing a judge in connection to the August white supremacist rally. One of those men, James Alex Fields Jr., now facing a charge of first-degree murder for allegedly ramming his car into a crowd of counter-protesters at that rally. He killed a woman, Heather Heyer. Sarah Seidner is out front. I want to warn you, some of the content in this piece is graphic and maybe disturbing.
You do not come into our city and try to rewrite history!
In Charlottesville, emotions are raw, tensions still high. 4 months after hate turned into homicide here, members of the Ku Klux Klan showed up and were confronted outside court. They're here to support a member of the Klan who did this. Also in court, James Fields, the man accused of driving his car into a crowd, killing young protester Heather Heyer in August, and the man who brought the white nationalist Unite the Right rally to Charlottesville.
You can't do anything in this town!
But in the midst of those trying to scream down hate, a rare occurrence.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Daryl Davis, a blues musician, and an imperial wizard of the Ku Klux Klan agree to meet and find common ground.
As Americans, your Confederate history is as much a part of my history as my black history is a part of yours.
Sure it is.
And it's time that we got to know one another.
You're exactly right.
So how do we convince these people to say, hey, look, you know, we can spend all our life arguing, or we can move forward?
You know as well as I do, my organization has a bad history.
But their meeting wasn't welcomed by some.
Let me ask you a question.
No! Do not ask me a question about racist!
Well, then you have no solution then.
Davis says he does, and has the KKK robes to prove it. How many of these robes have you gotten handed to you by Klansmen members?
I probably have about maybe 44, 45.
Wait, how many robes have you gotten from the Klansmen?
About 44, 45. And Klanswomen.
And Klanswomen?
Correct.
Who have said what?
They're done. As a result of meeting me and having these conversations. Not overnight, but over time.
For more than 30 years, Davis has been on a mission to change minds, especially of those who would rather see him dead. He was drawn to Charlottesville, in part because he says the Unite the Right rally was not about saving Confederate statues.
The reason they were there was to initiate the first steps of a race war.
Surprisingly, Klan leader Billy Snuffer agreed wholeheartedly.
A lot of them were not here for the statue.
No, they were here to cause trouble.
They were here to cause a race war.
That's exactly right.
A descendant of slaves trying to make inroads with the Virginia Klan leader. A chance at change they know will be a long road.
Do you understand what her concern is at all? Do you see anything?
Slavery was wrong.
Slavery was wrong.
It was wrong, regardless.
And so there you have it. When a Klansman meets a Koon. Okay, let's just break this down a little bit. What's disturbing here is this black man is collecting KKK robes almost like they're memorabilia for him. That's pretty disgusting. As a matter of fact, as soon as he got them, he should have burnt them up. He's sitting there parading them around and showing them off like it's something to marvel at. But nonetheless, I found that pretty disturbing, number one. And then there was another part that I'd say the only thing that I'd say that I'd agree with both of them in this conversation was the fact that they both agreed on one main point about Charlottesville. They were there to initiate a race war. It backfired on them because it was so many white folks that was there against their racism. It wasn't black folks, it was other white folks. So their plan just failed tremendously. You see, that was a major issue. They thought that we were going to be there, that a lot of black people were going to be there. Black people were much smarter than that. There were a few coons out there, and you know, some of them ended up getting hurt. As a matter of fact, we did videos of them, right? Right. But anyways, I just found it pretty disturbing that he's sitting there collecting KKK sheets and hoods, those pointy hats. I do commend him for putting out the work, I guess you could say, to convince some of these devils to turn in their Halloween costumes. Their yearly Halloween costumes, that is. But anyways, just wanted to show what happens when a Klansman meets a Koon. You saw it for yourself. You heard it with your own ears. This is Guru, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.